Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader here for Mr. Topstep with your Thursday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, so we traded up to 1249 yesterday in the early morning session, and we talked about that during yesterday's webcast. So we hit 1249 and we traded off, and it kept going into the regular trading session. And we moved down to the bottom of that pivot range that I talked about yesterday, was the daily 45 and 3-day pivots that ran from about 1244 half down to 1223. And also supporting that level was our lower volatility level in the room yesterday, which came in at 1224.75. So long story short, a lot of support in that area. Stuck at 1223, and we moved off of 1223 just short of 1239.75, which was the upper volatility level in the room yesterday. So that provided a nice exit for guys in the room that got long the 23. We also pulled back to 1227, which is another level we've been watching in the room, and that provided a nice secondary entry for anybody that wanted to grab 10 handles plus a little bit more. So as far as the overnight goes, we backed off a little down to around 1233, but since the Europe Open, we've been snaking around 1243, and we're currently trading at 1242. Zooming out and kind of looking at the big picture here, I would peg our range at 1249 and then 1253 on the upside, really 1253 for me, and on the downside, the 1223 level. Is the Santa Claus rally here? Has it already been here? Is it coming? I don't know. But my feeling in looking at the charts is if we get a move over 1253, the chances that you're going to see the bears just say, you know what, bulls, have your fun, have your Christmas fun, we'll be back, enjoy your holiday, we'll see you next week or after the first of the year. The chances that happens is pretty good. And you could see 1253 really start to ramp up towards that key 1268 interim high. Okay, so I'm watching that on the upside. On the downside, if we push lower again down to 1223 and we can't hold that level, say we get through 1222 and especially 1219, if we get through there, then I think you're going to see the bulls say, you know what, Santa was already here, or Santa's not coming, we're all getting coal, forget it. We're off to 1213, 1203. Okay, so watch the upper and lower ends of those ranges because they could be descriptive of secondary moves either on the upside or the downside. Heavy economic day today. We've got jobless claims, GDP, Michigan sentiment, Michigan confidence, and leading indicators. So keep an eye on those today. We may do some jiggling around, especially on those 830 numbers. So let's do support and resistance. Current trade, 1241.75. Let's do the upside first. 1243, 1247, 1249, 1253. So top of the range there. 1258, 1263, 1268, and then 1274. On the downside, 1236 daily pivot. 1229 9-day pivot, 1227 3-day pivot, then 1224, 1219, 1217 25, which is your 20-day pivot, and 1213. So Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader for Mr. Topstep. Everybody have a fantastic day. I will see everybody tomorrow. Trade them well.